Miadźviedzičy is a small village in the southwest of Belarus. The nearest town, Liachovice, is approximately 7.5 miles away, 12 kilometers. Vilnius is more than 125 miles away, 203 kilometers. And Florida is over 5,300 miles away, 8,638 kilometers across the ocean. As of today, no more than 100 people live in Miadźviedzičy. On Sunday afternoon, there is no one on the streets. However, people live in these parts from the earliest times. The first written mention of Miadźviedzičy, known to us, dates back to 1483. What was that time like? This region was part of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, a large and strong European state. Many residents of the duchy still remembered their grandparents' stories about the pagan priests, Krive, Krivaito. Still, Christianity, both Orthodox and Roman Catholic, had already become the main religion in the duchy. A cathedral was built on the site of a destroyed pagan temple in Vilnia, now Vilnius. In the heart of the Catholic world, the Sistine Chapel in Rome, in the year 1483, the first Holy Mass took place, but there were no frescoes by Michelangelo there yet. In the same year, 1483, Raphael Santi was born, an Italian painter of the High Renaissance, and Martin Luther, the initiator of the Reformation that forever changed the Christian world. During the same years, the emperor and commander Miadźviedzičy successfully expanded the borders of the Aztec Empire, Central America, to the south and the east. But the Europeans did not know about this. There were still 9 years left before Columbus discovered America. The capital of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania was the city of Vilnia, and Miadźviedzičy was the Vilnian bishop's property. In 1483, Bishop Andrzej Haskowicz of Vilnia founded a Catholic parish in Miadźviedzičy. Then, the first Roman Catholic church was built there. We do not know what the first church in Miadźviedzičy looked like. In 1521, during the Crimean Tatars attack, the village and the church were destroyed. In the mid-16th century, a wooden Roman Catholic church was built, which operated until 1886. The authorities of Tsarist Russia that occupied these lands in 1793 liquidated the parish and closed the church. Only 20 years later were local residents able to obtain permission from the authorities to resume services in the church. The condition of the wooden building was so poor that it could not be used. Therefore, they decided to dismantle the old wooden church and to build a new stone one in its place. In 1908, a new brick church of Saints Peter and Paul was built in the village according to the design of the famous architect Stephen Schiller, 1857-1933. This is a three-nave basilica, the central nave of which ends with a pentagonal altar. The main facade of the temple has a tiered composition with elegant volutes. The building is completed by a two-storied tower with a high faceted tented roof. In 1918, the young deacon Piotr Tatarynovič began conducting services in the church in the Belarusan language. The parishioners listened to his sermons with great interest. Piotr Tatarynovič actively participated in the Belarusian national religious movement. He founded and published the Belarusian Catholic magazine, Znich, Sacred Fire. In 1950, he organized the Belarusian service of Vatican Radio, translated into Belarusian, and published most of the New Testament. During the Soviet times, an underground Catholic seminary operated at the Peter and Paul Church. The local priest, Václav Piątkowski, trained young people for priesthood. The pipe organ in the Church of Saints Peter and Paul was made by the Vilnian master Piotr Wojciechowicz in 1912. It has 924 pipes, the size of which ranges from a few centimeters to 5 meters in height. The organ occupies 2 floors of the church. The pipe organ was restored in the year 2020.